So my friends, are you ready to decorate for springtime? This is the month May where it's full on spring. In today's video, I'm going to show you my two mantles and my little trunk on my side table all decorated for May. I can't wait. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age, always on a budget. You know I'm 73 now, and I just say it because if I can do it, I know you can do it at any age. I have confidence in you. I want to thank all my dear sweet friends, all my wonderful subscribers that take the time to watch my videos and comment. You really mean the world to me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you don't want to miss a different theme every month. And then I do decor, paper crafting, faux sweets, and tablescapes all around those themes. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. It does help my channel. Okay, I kind of went nuts with yellow this year. For some reason, I liked yellow and pink for Easter. And I'm liking yellow and blue for May, and that's for my spring May bird themed mantle. I have my white birdhouse that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I painted it white. It wasn't white to start with. And I have my yellow forsythia, and I have blue hydrangea, and I have little stands with nests with birds and white eggs in them, and it's just so fresh and pretty for spring. And then in my other room, you know, I kind of do kind of an more antique, more historical type mantle. I do a whole different theme, and I love an English garden, especially in springtime. So it's all about an English garden with some prints, and I have like a little light post and butterflies everywhere. Now I keep the flowers on that one pretty much to the creams because I want the butterflies to stand out. So beautiful. And then I have my little trunk, and it's always in May, since it's Mother's Day month, a tribute to my mom. And you know, my mom had blue and white china like on her walls in her living room. That was kind of her color scheme was blue and white throughout the house. But in her bedroom, it was all pink and white. And she had pink and white china, a couple of different kinds. She got at yard sales, real cheap. My mom was very frugal. And she'd hang them on the wall. She'd put them on little stands. She'd take the little creamer and put a little floral arrangement in there. But she loved her bedroom, her pink and white bedroom. So I take her pink and white dishes with some roses and different things. And I make a little arrangement in my trunk. And that's something you can do to remember anybody that you want to remember. If you have some of their things, it could be a grandma, a mom, or a dad, or whatever it is. But this month, I like to pay a little tribute for my mom for Mother's Day. Anyway, I have so much inspiration to show you. I hope you love it. I hope you get so inspired, most of all. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye. Welcome to my mantle in my living room, my decor for spring, for May. And you know, it's about flowers, birds, and butterflies. And this one's all about the birds and the flowers. You all, I've hit an obsession with yellow this year, as you know. I did my Easter mantle with pink and yellow. And when I was taking down the pink, I thought, I would love to see blue and yellow with this. So what I did is I brought out my white birdhouse. Now this was painted. It used to be like a navy blue and green or something. Painted it white, and then it kind of picks up my mantle and the eggs. I left some of my yellow, I think it's forsythia, blooms up my stems, and I added little nests and stands, and I'm going to show you how to make these stands in upcoming videos. You know, there's nothing worse than a nest that won't stay where it's supposed to stay with the eggs rolling out. So I want to show you how to make the nest. And then I have these things I purchased. I don't know what to call those. They're kind of grapevine nests, I guess, these two things in the back. But anyway, so I balanced. I like to do something tall in the middle and then kind of slowly come down. But we have lots of little pheasants These little brown and blue birds I got so long ago. Some of them are falling apart, but I just love them, and I just painted some eggs white. Here's some more little birds and nests. You can see here. You can tell these are really old, getting old. And I just think it's so pretty and fresh because I'm celebrating flowers and birds. I think it's just the very symbol of spring. All right, we're going to say goodbye to the birds now, and we're going to say hello to flowers and butterflies, a true little English garden. Let's go take a look. Here we are in my den, and I absolutely love this look of an old-fashioned English garden, all about flowers and butterflies. Now, these are Anna Griffin butterflies. I don't know when they're available, but you can buy them, a whole bunch of them. They came actually in little punch outs that you could just punch out and use them. But I mean, they're so beautiful. Look at this. The pink, the yellow, they're just so pretty and realistic looking. So I started with my orchids. You know, I keep these on my mantle all the time, but I added white roses. I should say cream roses. And I wanted to add cream roses to lighten up my mantle because it is on the dark side, and also to not take away from the butterflies. Now, I have these two pictures that I've had for, I don't know, forever. You know, this is a series of calendar prints, I believe. This one is for March, but they come every month with a different bouquet, and I think they're just absolutely beautiful. When I had country French in my house, I had these on the walls. Now, I found this beautiful little print at Michael's years ago, and you see how it's distressed? So what I did is I distressed my other frame to kind of match it, and I layered it in front of that. I love layering pictures or prints in front of a mirror. Now I took my black candlestick and I have this little lantern. You can see I have another one here on the floor. I bought those at Ross so long ago. I've used them on tablescapes. I've used them at the fair. I've used them just all the time. Anyway, it's on a timer, but I just put it on top of my candlestick. It looks like an old English garden light, a little gas light. I love it. So let's look at all the butterflies I've added. Put some on the mantle, on the pictures, on the little lamp post, and on my mirror up here. And what do I use to put them on? Little tiny adhesive squares. I get them with Anna Griffin stuff. So I have thousands of these little squares, but I just put one on the back. And when I take it down to store it, I just take it off and I put a new one on every year. So I love this look, especially when we're celebrating flowers and butterflies. Now, in my little trunk, I have a tribute to my mom, and I'd like to share that with you now for Mother's Day. Here's my little trunk. And because Mother's Day is this month, and I lost my mom a year ago, April 18th. She was over 101 years old. And every year I like to do a little tribute to her. Her favorite color was pink. I actually wore pink at her service because I knew that was her favorite color, and that's all the flowers were in pink. It was so beautiful. Anyway, what I've done here is I've taken some of her china. You guys know she had this pink and white china in her room. Here's a little sugar pot. I have the lid right here. It's kind of hard to see. Filled with faux flowers, little tea roses like this. And she would have those in her bedroom. So what I've also included, this was the program or a mini album I made and gave out at my mother's service. It was so important for me to share how beautiful my mother was before she got dementia and was not the same person. So I wanted to open it up to show you my two favorite pictures of my parents. Look how beautiful my parents were and how handsome. There they are, out to eat. And I remember that polka dot dress. It had pastel polka dots on it, and some were orange, and my mother matched her lipstick and her nail polish to that orange. I remember sitting watching her get ready to go out with my dad, and I just loved it. Black velvet trim on that dress. It was so beautiful. But this is my favorite picture. This is my beautiful mom. So beautiful, so full of life. And there's me. I look at this picture and I think, was I a difficult child? Look at that. Full of sass and not happy about getting my picture taken or being interrupted or whatever it was. But anyway, there's my beautiful mother, probably in her mid-30s. And those are the pictures. I wanted people that never knew her to see what a beautiful, loving mom and grandma and wife and daughter and sister she was. Anyway, I hope you'll have a wonderful Mother's Day this month. If you're celebrating for yourself or a daughter-in-law, or in memory of your mom, or if she's still here. And don't forget to tell her how much you love her and think about her. And anyway, this is my tribute to my little mom, Audrey. And anyway, I hope you love this. I hope you got some ideas for doing a tribute, doing butterflies, doing a bird display, something to really celebrate the culmination and the final arrival of spring. Because remember, next month we start on beach, lemons, and bees. I can't wait for that. So I hope you love this. I hope you got inspired, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.